All right, so now we're starting Unit 5. This is about modifiers. Modifiers are adjectives and adverbs, are describing words. And we're going to start with adjectives. So before we read this page, on page 85, before we start reading, to yourself, can you tell yourself what is an adjective? All right, did you say an adjective is a word that describes a noun? You got it. That's my wording for it. It's a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Because pronouns, remember, just take the place of nouns. There are 5 adjective questions. So if you're not sure, you can see if it answers one of these. And you do need to memorize these. So let's say them together with me. We're going to say them 5 times. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose. Hear the rhythm. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose. One more. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose. All right. So here's the way I'm going to mark them. I'm going to change the directions a lot in this chapter because they're going to tell you to underline the adjectives, but we underline subjects, so I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to have you draw an arrow from an adjective to the noun it describes. So I've changed those directions right here for Think A. Cross out, underline the adjective in each group of words, and instead draw an arrow from adjective to noun. Okay. So let's look at number 1, frisky puppy. What word is, find the noun. What word's describing the noun? Frisky. So draw an arrow from frisky to puppy. So now what question is it? Here are our questions. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose? What kind? This is what kind. That is the most common adjective question. It's going to be used the most. What kind? 2 envelopes. 2 is describing envelope. Draw an arrow. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose? How many? His nephew. Draw an arrow from his, describes nephew. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose? Which one? Yeah, which one? That box. That describes box. Which one, what kind, how many, how much, whose? Which one? Oh, you know what? Number 3? I disagree. Number 3 is not which one. It's whose. Whose nephew? His nephew. This one is which one. Okay. Number 5, little progress. How much progress? There's our adjective. How much is the question and answers. Yellow stripe. Yellow describes stripe. By the way, are you noticing the pattern? The adjective comes before the noun. In every example we've done so far, the adjective comes first. Okay, yellow. What question does it answer? What kind? Nathan's bicycle. Nathan's describes bicycle. What question does it answer? Whose? And mystery story. Mystery describes story. What kind of story? So in this first 8, look at Nathan's. That's a proper adjective. It's an adjective that is made from a proper noun. This is a possessive noun. It's used as an adjective here to answer whose. So proper adjectives always begin with a capital letter. They're formed from proper nouns. So here at Write B, you get to pick out 3 adjectives to go for each of these nouns. Go ahead and do that, and when you finish, turn the page. All right, we're on page 86. You're going to make proper adjectives. You're going to change each of these proper nouns to proper adjectives. Make sure each answer begins with a capital letter. We'll do the first one together, then I think you've got this. Japan, to turn that to an adjective, Japanese. Well, we'll do number 2 also, because you can't. This one you added a suffix. This one, how are you going to make this one an adjective? Holly, you're going to make it possessive. So hollies with an apostrophe S. Okay. Checking your answers. Rome, you should have written Roman, Jewish, Italian, Jacks, apostrophe S. All right, think D. Again, they're telling you to underline the adjective. Nope. Write draw arrow. You can do it. We're just going to write draw arrow. And I'm going to ask you to know what that means. Draw an arrow from each adjective to the noun it's describing. You should find 2 in each sentence. If you can't find them, ask the adjective questions. Then you're going to go back number 2 and you're going to circle the proper adjectives. So pause well, let's do number 1 together. Savannah's puppies love dog biscuits. Okay, we're looking for 2 adjectives. Savannah's describes puppies. That answers the question, whose puppies? The puppies love dog biscuits. What kind of biscuits? Dog biscuits. Got it? All right, so pause your recording and do 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's see how you did. Jessie ate 2 eggs for breakfast and 1 sandwich for lunch. Jessie ate 2 eggs, how many? And 1 sandwich, another how many? Number 3, no news can be good news. Okay, how much news? No news, that's our first adjective. And good, what kind of news? Good news. Number 4, do you like corn muffins with strawberry jam? What kind of muffins? Corn muffins. What kind of jam? Strawberry jam. Pictures of Asian elephants were in Lauren's magazine. What kind of elephants? Asian. Whose magazine? Lauren's. And these 2, Asian and Lauren's, are both proper adjectives. So we circle those. All right, whatever it says, look closely. That's a really good hint. Ha ha ha. Really, really. Always look closely at the look closely. These are the tricky things, and they will be on tests and quizzes. And this is the difference between when a word is an adjective or when it's a compound noun. We've talked about compound noun like graham cracker. If you look in the dictionary, graham cracker is its own entry. Graham is not an adjective there. It's a compound noun. If you're not sure, you have to look it up. So let's see what it says. It says you can use a dictionary to help you tell the difference between a compound noun and an adjective modifying a noun. English horn is a compound noun because the 2 words are together as one dictionary entry. English language is not a compound noun because the 2 words are not listed together in the dictionary. English is a proper adjective describing language. Okay, so you can always use a dictionary to help you. Look up corn muffin. It is not a compound noun. It is just an adjective. All right, and that's our lesson on adjectives for today. You did it.